Cole may be planning to revert to her maiden name, Tweedy, following the announcement of her separation from husband Ashley this week. Journalist Deborah Orr says that Cheryl may regret ditching her birth name when she first met him. Deborah says it always seems strange when women in the public eye make a great play of insisting that their new professional name will be their married name. Sometimes it's the thought of all that rebranding that hurts most of all. So in what way does taking or indeed losing your married name shape your identity, Ms. Maxwell?
Well, I'm not married, so I haven't really changed my name. I
didn't know that.
No, and it's my name I was born with. It's my real name. It's not a stage name or anything. In fact, I think that's probably the only reason to get married is to have the same name as your child. I think in Cheryl's case, it's not such a big deal because when the kids aren't involved, then. You know, she'll probably just rebrand and get another 20 million weeks of publicity.
So if it's a big thing, Lise, why haven't you got married then?
Because I don't want to get married. Because it's not something I feel the need to do.
You don't need to get married just to change your name, anyway.
My biggest thing about not being married is that you actually don't have the same name as your children. Like, my daughter's called Beau Jessup. She's got my Paul Jessup's surname. So I think if, for example, we were married and we got divorced and I had become a Jessup, I would be really sad to actually have a different name to my children. That's something I'd really want to hang on to, and I can understand in those terms why it would be difficult to go back to your maiden name, but I don't think Cheryl would have a problem at all.
Well, that's why I wouldn't change my name, because Boyd is my married name, and Keeley is a Boyd. And until Keeley becomes a Fairhurst and gets married, I wouldn't ever change it, because, you know, we're connected with Boyds. But, I mean,
So is Hewson your maiden name?
No, Hewson is my stage name. Sherry Lynn Hutchinson is my maiden name. But then my father would have been... Yes, my father would have really been a Porter, because he took his auntie's name, Hutchinson. So I would have been Sherry Lynn Hutchinson...
No,
Porter,
you would have been
Boyd.
Sherilyn Porter Hutchinson Hewson Boyd. Brilliant.
Yes. So it was quite simple, really. But I think a hyphenated is a good idea. You could be Maxwell Jessup.
Actually, I do that. I do that at school, and when I ring up the doctors,
There you
I
are.
say,
Do
you? I'm Lisa Maxwell Jessup.
You see, I would have been Hewson
really posh.
Boyd or Hewson Hutchinson Porter Boyd.
Well, Welsh is my actual name, and I always wanted to keep Welsh as a professional name because I thought if I ever did well, hopefully my family would be proud of me. Whether they are or not's a different thing, but that's my real name. But then, of course, I was married to someone called David Easter. So that was then Denise Easter. But then I discovered that he was called Cairns. So I didn't know if I was Denise Easter or
It's a good
Cairns.
job he wasn't called Egg, because you could have been Denise Easter Egg.
Yeah, that was... I always thought, phew, thank God for that, Sherry. So thanks for pointing that out. But because my first name is Jacqueline, so it's Jacqueline Denise, which my mother said. I said, why did you do that, Mum? Why did you call me then call me Denise? She said, well, it just flowed better. So it's Jacqueline Denise. So at one point, when I was married to David, I was sat in the dentist, and they were going, Jackie Easter, Jackie Easter. I was going... Not knowing... I didn't actually get a bogey out there, by the way, I just tell you that.
So you didn't
and now, of course, I'm Healy in all of my sort of legal stuff. Obviously, it's still Denise Welsh, but Healy. And because my name is Denise, and because Tim is very well known as Dennis from Our Wiedersehen Pet, people just go, oh, Dennis Healy.
I'm confused. Well, I'll make it easy for you, girls. I was born Zoe Tyler. OK, that's my name, that's my family name. And then I got married and changed my name because I wanted to change my name to my husband, and his name's Taylor. So it didn't really make much difference. So I didn't actually feel like anything was that different. But it's also Jake's a Jake Taylor. People get it confused.
Well, I bet they do.
Although it doesn't really matter, because if you say it in a Brummie accent, it's all the same. Jake
Tyler. Just very quickly, I just want to say one thing. The thing is, what's a coincidence of marrying someone with only one letter different? Yeah. But my mum and dad's dear friend, so hopefully might be watching today. What are the chances when you're called Estelle of marrying Richard Pestel? Estelle Pestel.
Well, I'll just tell you quickly, my mother's maiden name is Bertle, and my grandmother was going to call her Myrtle.
And honestly, one of Tim's mum's best friend was Tim's mum's best friend, one of them was actually genuinely, I swear to you, called Ada Crisp.